A mother and wife's years-long fight for answers.
The pain, it just come up. The memory is constantly there.
We first spoke with Vanita and Wilbert McCormick in 2017, a year after their son was killed by a hit-and-run driver who hadn't been caught.
I want to know who took my family, who took my son in 2016, and who took my husband in 2020.
4 years later, Vanita's heartbreak doubled after Wilbert was shot and killed while they were simply out for a walk in the park.
I want answers.
Another 4 years later, and she's still looking for answers in both cases. Good evening, I'm Damon Maloney, in for Rob. Anchor Tracy Carlos sat down with the wife and mother still living with the grief of loss and the police detectives who are working to get those answers for her.
Wilbert McCormick loved his family, community, and job.
He loved serving the community.
He made a career out of helping people, first in the Navy and then as a Cleveland firefighter.
My husband served the fire department for 30 years. He lost his life, but he saved so many lives. He saved so many lives.
Tim Dagg worked with Wilbert for decades.
Great firefighter, great human being. In fact, he reminds me of the four absolutes: honesty, purity, unselfishness, and love. And that was Wilbur to its core.
One evening, like they did often, Wilbert and Vanita decided to take a walk. It was a beautiful July evening in 2020. The couple was out walking. They were about here when people in this parking lot started shooting.
A bullet struck my husband in the back of the head. That's when my life changed. My husband immediately fell to the ground.
The 62-year-old retired firefighter died.
It's just something you just don't ever forget. You have to keep reliving it. It becomes part of your life.
I don't believe he was the intended target. That's the sad part of this, is there is no direct connection between the victim and the suspects, making it hard to figure out the why behind it.
Wilbert police say an innocent bystander shot and killed while enjoying a walk.
It's probably one of the saddest cases because he's just walking. He's just walking. He has no involvement in what's going on.
Cleveland Police Detective Tim Kramer is working to solve this case. Police are trying to put a name to the face of this man in this grainy picture. They are also trying to put the drivers behind the wheels of these cars. Take a close look at this man running and these cars. Take a good look. Kramer told me even the smallest bit of information could unlock this murder mystery that haunts Wilbert's family, friends, and police.
What they saw, what they heard, to describe a vehicle to me, or to put a name to the face of the person running away from the scene.
Vanita told me her husband was part of the fabric of this community. Now she is begging the community for answers.
I sit here today in front of the news. I'm asking for help.
Police hope money talks. Crime Stoppers is offering a reward for information leading to an arrest in this case, and tips are anonymous. Today, his family would have celebrated Wilbert's 67th birthday with him, but now all his family wants is information, and that would be the greatest gift of all. In Cleveland,
just come forward. Do the right thing.
Tracy Carlos, News 5.
And as we mentioned, Vanita lost her son, Linnell McCormick, in a hit and run at East 69th Street in Kinsman back in 2016. That case is also still unsolved.